Good morning. It is, what is it? It's October 17th, 8:09 in the morning. I just rolled out of bed because it is officially, well, yesterday was our first full day of fall break. So I thought maybe I could do some vlogging. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've recorded anything, and it just doesn't seem to be something I want to do much of anymore, even though I do miss sharing my content of knitting and crafting and whatnot. Anyways, so fall break. I don't know what is going on. All day yesterday, this hurt, and it still hurts now, so it's really hard for me to turn my neck. But anyways, so I just fed the cats their breakfast. I'm going to take my vitamins, biotin with collagen. Just started this, so we'll see. I've noticed, unfortunately, that my hair has been, I know that I've been losing hair for a while, but it didn't dawn on me until a couple weeks ago that my hair is a lot thinner than it used to be. So a friend recommended this. I'll take that in a minute because I'm talking, but a friend recommended that. I also looked into like some hair oils and whatnot. I ordered some, but it's taking a million years to get here, so I'm a little worried that it was a scam. I did look into hers, like hers.com, but I can't get anything because it says my phone number is already registered to an account, and it's not my account, so I can't technically order anything from them, which is ridiculous. But anyway, so we're gonna go about the day and see what I can film, if I remember to film. But I'm gonna start with vitamins, probably eat some kind of breakfast. I need to shower. I want to bake a cake today. Bake this cake, butter pecan. It's one of my favorites with cream cheese frosting. So I don't do anything from scratch. I've tried to bake a cake from scratch before, and it does not taste good. So that's not happening. But that's kind of on the agenda today, if possible. Laundry, cleaning up a little bit, maybe. I just started the latest season of Love is Blind yesterday, so I'll probably watch a bunch of that while knitting. You'll see. We'll see what happens. By the way, you're in the cabinet because that is a good height. I think I'm just gonna have, what is this? Rice Krispies for breakfast. Normally I have scrambled eggs and bacon. I just don't feel like it today. Whoa, this lid is on the wrong way. Hey, buddy.
It was,
Did you find it?
yeah.
Nice.
So you know the drawer on top of my drawer?
Oh, yes, those green ones?
It was in the very top one.
Nice. I'm glad you were able to find it. Whoa. This isn't going to keep me full long. Cereal never keeps me full. But I've been kind of craving it, so. Hey, little lady. I'm vlogging.
I see that.
It's okay. Ow. My shoulder still hurts.
What's up, Bungie?
You sleep okay?
Yeah. I'm so tired.
It's overcast today. I think it's going to rain, possibly. Yesterday I woke up about 6 o'clock and it was 37 degrees outside Fahrenheit. It was very chilly. Today's a little bit warmer. Need some milk. Tastes a little bit warmer. What does it say? 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I do not know what that is in Celsius, so I apologize for all the other watchers who are not American. Oh yeah, those need to get washed.
Okay.
It's better if you wash those for me, chop off all the tops, and then put them in a container.
Okay.
Do you want me to go to a... What, sweetie?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your container. You're gonna need to grab a cutting board. Do you know what those are? Good. Okay. So I'm gonna get out of your way in just a minute here. Ooh, the little knife is gone. This one will work.
Wait, so cut off the tops.
Just cut off all the, no, wash them all first.
Okay.
And then cut off the tops. So you can just put this whole thing in because there's holes in the bottom. All right, then. That green blanket right here, from I just recently bought that from Costco. It is so soft. It's queen size for 20 bucks. They had different colors too, I think. I can't remember, but just FYI. All right, shower time. You guys can't stay for that. My desk is a disaster, but I do not feel like trying to clean it right now. I don't want to overdo the pain in my shoulder, but shower's done. Ooh, first load of laundry is in the wash machine. I'll probably forget all about it. I do wish I had like a small tabletop tripod, but I don't, so this is what we get. Ow, it really hurts to turn this way. Yeah, so I'm just gonna probably sit here now. I started this yesterday. This is the beret number 3 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. It's my first pattern by her ever. I mean, not purchased, but ever made, knit from, I guess you could say. I don't know what it is, but I've been wanting a beret for a couple of weeks now. Oh, there's fuzz in my mouth. Sorry. Anyways, I don't know why, but I just want one. Anyways, we were at Target last week sometime, and they had a cute little felted beret to purchase. Went to try it on, and it wouldn't even fit my head. Like, it was way too small for my head. And I don't think I have that big of a head. The circumference of my head is about 21 to 22 inches. So probably right in the middle. 21 and a half, who knows. So is that big? Is that a big head? Anyways, so I was like, you know what? I know I can knit one. I've seen people make them before. I'll just, yeah, honey.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. What's up, bud?
Do we have to go out see Jed's kitties today?
Yeah, we'll do a little bit later.
Yippee!
You know, like I said, I've seen people knit them before. I know there's knitting patterns, so I figured, you know, I went through a couple that I liked and then narrowed it down to the beret number 3. And I actually ordered 2 yarns worth. 2 different colorways, I should say. So I ordered black because I was like, ooh, a black one, obviously nice staple color, I guess you could say. This pattern requires felting. So I got the exact yarn that she used just so that because I've never felted anything before. I'll be honest, I don't know if I've felted anything on accident. Either nothing drastic. I've never done anything drastic. I did pop. Ooh, when I did the rose cardigan, one of the panels was a little bit bigger than the rest, so I did throw it in the dryer for like a few minutes, not long. Like, so there's no like real felting. It did shrink a little, which was exactly what I was intending. But anyways, so felting. So I have to felt this. So obviously it's a little bit bigger than, it's still cute though. Like, it's still kind of cute. I'm on the decreases for the top. Just started this yesterday, so I did all the increases, and then I got to the, wherever the, it is. I think it's like right in here. I could be wrong. No. I know it's black. It's hard to tell. But, so I bought, what is this? The called for yarn, which was the Sanasgarn Frittidisk. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is 100% Norsk wool, or Norwegian wool. So, and it's like, I think it's a chunky weight. It's bigger than worsted weight, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Aran weight. But definitely, it was this one that she calls for, or she has one other recommendation, which was for the, I think it was for Rauma Vars, if that's how that's pronounced. I just ended up going with the Sanasgarn just because it was the one she used, I believe. I got it from Wool and Company. So I got two balls of the black, and then the other color I bought was this one. The color number, I believe, is 4071. I can't remember the name of the color. It's this dark brown, because I thought that'd be cute with, I have a camel color, like, like the light brown wool jacket, like peacoat type thing, whatever. And this, I think this would be cute too. So I got a brown one. If I ever make it, we'll see, but I wanted options. I wanted options, but so I think I'm going to go ahead and continue knitting this one because I have, oh, I read ahead. So what do I have? I have 20 rounds left of the decreases. And then there's two options on finishing, one that's just like a flat finish and one with like the little I-cord. I don't know if I'll do that one. It seems like a bit more instructions for that, but who knows. And then the felting. So I think I could get this finished today. At least the knitting part of it. And we'll see about the felting. I'm not too scared of the felting. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I did some research and found out what setting on my washer will help me with that. So I can only trust the process, yeah? So yeah, I'm gonna work on this, probably watch a little bit more Love is Blind. That is the plan. Should I talk about my knitting goals for this week? I did post on Instagram what my knitting goals are, but I guess I could talk about them real quick before I get settled. Goals for the week, my goals. I want to get a majority of the body finished on this cardigan. This cardigan I started on New Year's Eve, 2023. Like, so for New Year's 2024. It's been on my needles for that long. It's the Clearview cardigan, if you're unfamiliar. It's in a terrible spot. Oh, I'm not in the middle of a round, so it's not in the terrible spot. Oh, man, I need my shoulder to just stop being a pain in the arse. Get this on this hanger, and maybe you can see it a little bit better. Kind of, sort of there. That's a little bit better. Clearview cardigan by Sasha Knits. This was made for Woolfolk, or, you know, Woolfolk Yarns. This is where I found it. Fell in love with it back in like October, November, so about a year ago. Discovered the design. Really fell in love with it. Sat down and made a decision on what type of yarn, what color I wanted. I even involved my husband a little bit, which I don't typically do, but it was a bigger purchase. I did not order Woolfolk yarn for this. This is actually Pearl Soho's Good Wool, which is 100% Peruvian Highland wool or something like that. There's a little squirrel outside. It's so cute, shaking his tail. Aww. I wonder what it sees that is really wagging its tail all about. Too cute. Anyway, so this is the wild mustard colorway. So I was debating between a yellow and a red. Decided to go with this nice mustardy color. And I think I made a good choice with that. I do have a red cardigan on the needles as well, but that's not here. That's not part of the plans. Anyway, so the plan is to get the majority of this body done, or actually finish the body, which would be wonderful. So as you can see, it's an all over textured cardigan. I did have some issues with it in the beginning, not necessarily following the pattern itself, but just the way it was constructed is a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm used to starting the back panel, picking up for the shoulders and whatnot, but I'm used to the pickup actually being further down, like dropping behind the shoulder. This one is more directly like on top of the shoulder, which made the front bits sit up further than the back. But I did another cardigan earlier, or well, a couple months ago that kind of does the same thing, and it turned out wonderful. So I guess I'm not as worried as I was, but I think that's what slowed me down, because I was so nervous about the fact that the front sits higher than the back. I was just really worried about how it would look, but I don't think I need to. I think that was unnecessary. Either way, all over texture. So we got waffle stitch followed by these cable patterns, which there are 4 of these cable panels surrounded by waffle stitch. So it does slow me down a little. Granted, these cable panels are pretty stinking easy. I don't use a cable needle for any of it because they are pretty small cables. Biggest cables are technically these twisty ones, and those are half the amount of these. Like I think I do these every 4 rounds, and then these ones every 8 rounds. So these are twice as many as this anyways, but it's only 3x3, and these are all 2x2s, if you understand what I'm meaning. But I have about 4.5, or is it 5? I just measured the other day and I can't remember. 4.5 or 5 inches done from underneath. I need a total of 10 or 10.5 inches, and I think that's before the ribbing. So I'm kind of hoping. Granted, you know what? I only worked on this for 30 minutes yesterday. So how is that going to get me anywhere close to my goal? I don't know. I need to. Well, the plan was 30 minutes in the morning, and then I was going to work on it for like 2 hours in the evening, and I did no knitting in the evening. Yesterday, my shoulder was too tired, too sore. I was tired, all that jazz. So this is main goal. Main goal is getting the body, and then the sleeves are one of these panels, obviously along the top, and then followed by this. So that's gonna be quite a bit. And then button band. At least I have the collar finished, so it'll just be the button band, which goes all the way to the top of the collar. It just looks really beautiful, and I can't wait to have it It's sad that it's taken me this long, but it is what it is. Squirrel, I swear. Anyway, so that's goal number 1. It looks so pretty on the hanger. I'm going to leave it there for now. Actually, you know what? I can't because I need to put the other one on the hanger, maybe, if it'll work. Next goal. Next goal for the week. Let's see how well this sits on the hanger because I think the cable is too small. Yeah, it's not perfect, but you'll get the drift. I think it's a little hard to see because it is scrunched. But this is the Halu sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I started this because I wanted a fall sweater. This was a really random cast on. It really, really was random. Like, I have all these like written out pre-assigned plans in my stash, and then this one was just a, hey, let's just see what this looks like. You know, these two yarns look like together, and then I picked a pattern based on, you know, what potentially was my gauge for these two. Yeah, weird, random. It was just a really random cast on, but I am liking it so far. So this is actually all lace down here. I don't know how well you can see it. Don't fall off. There are bobbles. I'm thankful I'm all done with all the bobbles. But it's all lace, which is really hard to see right now. My little pickle stitch marker. But the goal on this is either whichever one comes first. Finish the yoke, which I think I have about 20 more rounds of the yoke. Lace pattern, chart, whatever. Or this mohair runs out. Which one ever comes first. So this is extra mohair in my stash from a project I did earlier, which I can't share until November anyways, but this was left over. I had one full ball and like a half of a ball, so I think like the half got me through most of this ribbing, and then I maybe a round or two into the yoke, and then I cracked into the full skein, full ball, whatever you want to call it. And I know this can get pretty far, so that's why I'm like, either get the yoke finished or this runs out, and then that way I can determine how much more I need to order. Oop. Hopefully, I'm gonna guess like only 3 more balls, but that's why I don't want to order right now, because this is, I should tell you, this is Drops Kid Silk in the black colorway. I usually can get away with 4 balls for a sweater, so that's why this is a crop. It's more of a crop sweater. And you know what's funny is that before I started knitting this, I didn't realize it's a round yoke, and I typically don't knit round yokes because I know that they don't fit me very well. At least when I do Andrea Mowry's round yokes, they don't fit me very well. So I'm glad I didn't think about that before I cast this on, or else I would not have made this sweater. And I think it's really pretty. But yeah, and then the orange is, this is fingering weight. Well, a sock yarn. It's a yarn I dyed a long time ago, and I have a whole sweater's quantity of it in stash. I had originally planned to make a cardigan from Joji Locatelli with it, and decided I did not like knitting on that pattern. I forgot what the cardigan was. It's that really long one with the stripes that she did a while ago. And then the fact that this is like orange. While I like this color orange, I didn't think I'd wear it, but pairing it with the black really mutes it down and makes it look really lovely and fall-esque and Halloween-y, and you know. So I have at least 3 more full skeins. This wasn't a full skein, but as you can see, I think I have plenty of yarn to finish this. So yeah, this is goal number 2. Finish the yoke or finish the skein of yarn. And then goal number 3 was getting this cast on, which goal knocked off, but considering how fast it's going, just try to get it finished, have it done. And then lastly would be cast on this is sweater number 22 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. So if I hadn't started this one, this would have been my first My Favorite Things Knitwear pattern. I bought this yarn that I have right here specifically for this pattern. This is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in, well, black, as you can see, black, and then I think it's chestnut. So it's a worsted weight. I did a swatch a couple weeks ago just to see if I could hit gauge, and I think I did. I can't remember exactly. All I know is that I am somebody who will swatch with the called for needles and such, you know, see what my gauge is and then determine which size to make off that. Because typically I do not hit gauge with the called for needle. I'm a tighter knitter, not like super tight, but a tighter knitter, and instead of changing my needle size, especially if I like the fabric, I will only change the needle size if I don't like the density of the fabric. Because, oh, I should tell you. So anyways, I usually just change the size. You know, there's a whole thing, like math thing. What I wanted to say about this one. So Caitlin Hunter, I can never hit her gauge. Almost never. I know I need another sweater by her, but I can't remember any of the details. It's on Ravelry, probably. I know for this one. Oh, I wish I could tell you what the called for needles were. Hold on, let me see. Sorry, I know I'm such a rambler. Doesn't matter, right? Sock sweater. What is the called for needle? All right, so it says she uses a 80-10-10 yarn fingering weight. So, you know, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. She uses a fingering weight plus a Surrey alpaca, which I know Surrey is a little bit thicker than mohair. That's not a problem. She uses those two held together, and she used a US 5 or a 3.75 needle to get her gauge of 19 stitches per 4 inches. Since I was, you know, this, like I said, this yarn combo, I was kind of gauge swatching 2 different sweaters. So I went up to a US 8. Went up to a US 8 for some weird reason, which is a 5mm, I believe. And that's how I hit gauge. I don't think I hit gauge perfectly. Yeah, 5mm. I don't think I hit gauge perfectly, but I was close, and I didn't mind how open the fabric was. Yeah, I am that much different with my gauge. I don't understand how Caitlin Hunter can get 19 stitches on a US 5. Again, there's that factor of the Surrey alpaca being a little bit thicker, but I don't think it would make that much of a difference. But anyways, back to this swatch. I can't remember. I think I probably wrote it down in... Did I write it down? Okay, so her swatch was 19 stitches on a US 6 or 4mm. Yes, 4mm needle. I was able to get 19.5 stitches on a US 7 after blocking. Yeah, because I don't know. Either way, that's what I'm going for. I'm probably going to, you know what? I didn't write down which size I'm going to knit. A medium will get me, I know, I'm sorry. I might be doing a large. Either way, doesn't matter. So as you can see, I did the thicker stripes as the brown and the thinner stripes as the black. And I really liked that thought that the background would be, like, it would be the main color would be brown and then the contrasting would be black. But I realized when I was looking at my stash, I purchased yarn for the opposite. So my black stripes, or my thicker stripes, are going to have to be black and my thinner ones are going to have to be brown. And I was a little upset about that. I didn't want to re-swatch to see what that looked like. But I was a little sad. Because I really wanted it to be a brown sweater with black stripes and not a black sweater with brown stripes. But I went on the Ravelry project pages, and found a couple people who used like a similar combination, and a lot of them did black with brown stripes. Even Venetia, is that her name? The Woolly Worker? I haven't watched any of her videos in a really long time. I know she knit this sweater specifically in similar colors like this. That was where I got the idea from. And hers was black with brown stripes. So I was like, okay, well, it doesn't look terrible. So I will have to do it that way because of the yarns amount that I purchased. Oh, it's just a little sad. But another goal for this fall break is to get this started, because I think this would be a nice cozy sweater to wear this winter, because I am not a fast knitter anymore, not with full-time job. So the other plan, but I don't know if it's going to work, is I had 2 balls of this Gopher Faux. There it is. Lion Brand's Gopher Faux. I had 2 extra balls of this from a project, and there was a free pattern by 2 of Wands for a bucket hat. I guess it's not terrible after blocking. I modified it. So I started with what I considered my size. And while I was knitting it, I would try it on and be like, okay, this feels like it's going to be really far down. Like, technically you're supposed to, the way she has it is you fold this part up. And I'm like, that's not a typical bucket hat look. So I was a little nervous and thought it was going to, the thing was going to be too deep. So I stopped it way early and didn't realize the crown decreases were like, only gave you this much extra, and technically not even that. It's mostly just flat, so the crown decreases weren't as big as I was expecting them. So I could have really just kept going and followed the pattern, but again, I would have had to. But then after I finished it, I put it on my head, and not only was it like a little short like this, which isn't terrible, it's not covering my ears so I can hear, the circumference is a little too big. A strong wind, which we do get here in Colorado, will take this off my head. It'll just floop, take this off my head. I know it will. So I did block it and try to stretch it this way to kind of like take in the circumference. And it's feeling a little better. It's finally dry, so it's feeling a little bit better. This might be doable. It's cute. And again, I think I could technically wear it like that a little bit, maybe. It's just weird. You don't fold a bucket hat, so it's like, you shouldn't maybe call it a bucket hat if you're gonna fold it like this. But I have this whole other ball. And so technically I could re-knit this. This only took me two evenings. Could technically re-knit it, and then any extra, like, because you do need 2 for the full size. I'm obviously going to make the smaller, or the next size down, make it longer, but if I need it, I could always rip this one out, or at least attempt, since you can't see the stitches, attempt to rip this out, if I need more. But that, I don't think I need to, if I'm going to be honest. Well, I mean, it's not a priority anymore. So you live and you learn. Don't skimp like me unless you want like a traditional bucket hat look like this. Which is kind of what I was going for, if I'm going to be honest. But the rolled look too is kind of cute because it looks like those fur hats. I just need more of a full, like, I don't know. Either way, it's a bucket hat by 2 of 1s. You can Google bucket hat right in Ravelry and it should pull it up. It's a free pattern or paid for pattern, whichever one you prefer. I just used the free one on her blog and just copied and pasted it into a Word document because the ads on her blog kept getting in the way. So anyways, that is that information. It's been 30 minutes of me chit-chatting because I am a gabber. I'm going to let you go and I'll check back in later with some progress. Hey, just checking in. It is a 12:25. Oh, no, sorry, 12:45 in the afternoon. I've been procrastinating quite a bit. So after I ended the last clip, my kids and I went next door, well, across the street. How do I explain it? My tenant, since I am now considered a landlord, my tenant asked the other day if they could get a kitten, and we were more than happy for her to get a kitten. And she asked if we could go over today and just check on the kitty, because it was the first time leaving the kitty alone for an extended period of time. So right after the clip ended, my daughter asked if we could go, and we spent like a good 30 minutes over there just playing with the baby. It's like a 12-week-old kitten, absolutely adorable. She's like my cat Orange, so she's part orange, part white, except she's like a little bit lighter. So I'm just like, oh, just absolutely cute little kitten, orange behavior. It's wonderful. So we did that, and then I came home, had lunch, still watching Love is Blind. I'm on episode 6, I guess, and this, I didn't even put a progress keeper. I should have put a progress keeper in there, but I really do feel like I've only done like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. I know it's dark, but let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rounds. I have been procrastinating like crazy. I know I'm going to have to switch over to DPN soon, though, because it is getting quite small on the cable. And I don't have the minis in this size. This is a US 10 or a 6mm. Yeah, I don't have the minis in this size. So I'm going to have to switch over to DPNs real soon to get this finished. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 11 rounds to go. At least, a minimum considering the finishing bits. But yeah, procrastination station over here. Okay, look, I just finished, I just pulled it out of the washing machine. It is a little fuzzy, so it'll need to be, gosh, you really can't see anything. But it looks like it felted quite nice. There's still some knit definition to it. This is definitely fuzzy. I put it in with a gray towel, so probably wasn't smart. But I have it on a dinner plate to dry. It's barely damp, so I think this will be dry pretty quickly. I am a little concerned. I don't know if it's supposed to be still that big. Ooh, the wind is picking up viciously. Anyways, so hoping for the best. I'm just going to set it down like this to dry. Oh, I also did not do the little nubby. I know you can't really tell, but I did not do the nubby. I just really didn't want to. It's 4 stitches on DPNs, and that's just too fiddly for me to deal with. 4 stitches on DPNs, like literally just 4 stitches. I did not want to. So, yeah, it looks really cute, and I can't wait to wear it. So, I'm glad I got that done. That was pretty quick and simple and easy. Yeah, I do notice that I, while I was knitting it, there'd be sections, because, you know, the pattern does recommend you put the stitch markers so you know when to do your decreases. I was forgetting to do some decreases occasionally, so I would have to just skip the decrease for the next go around kind of thing. Did that a couple of times, but all in all, considering I knew I would was gonna felt it, I don't think it mattered. You couldn't even really see it anyways, because the way the decreases were set up on this thing were not like you can see the increases here. Oh, let me get that out of the way. Right here in this ribbing, you can see where they are, and they're like in the same spot every time kind of thing. On that they were not, so you don't have those lines on this pattern. It's almost like the decreases go in a spiral almost, I think. It's really hard to see them. So anyways, just wanted to show you again. It is blocking on a dinner plate right here in the window. Not that that matters, there's no sun. But yeah, I also already edited most of this video, so I don't think there'll be much after this clip. I don't like filming when my husband is home, so he should be coming home within the next hour-ish. I have been working on, what is this called again? The halu. I've been working on this. That's the back side, but it's okay. Just, you know, going to town. Let's see how many more I still have. Let's see here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rounds to go until the yoke is finished. So we're getting there. What's nice though is that there's no more increases in the yoke. Like, this is it that I have seen according to the chart. So, and what I've read further on, I believe this is it for increases. So I'm hoping, you know, I don't know what my row gauge is for this. All I know is my stitch gauge. I'm just hoping that this isn't too shallow. There is short rows that you add after this bit. I just don't know if they're are they before or after? They're before you split for the sleeves, so we will see. I guess we'll get to find out later. But what I was saying is, I don't know how much more of this video I will have. We'll see, like, at least a little closing clip, hopefully. But for right now, that's what I'm doing. More Love is Blind. All right, guys. What time is it? It's almost 7 o'clock in the evening, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I have dinner, Culver's. So I'm going to eat that, finish up a little bit more Love is Blind, and then go downstairs. And actually, I'm going to work on the Clearview cardigan for hopefully, yeah, the next 2 hours, 8, 9, 9 to 10, yeah, 2 hours. So eat this, go there. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can get this out. Considering, I think, yeah, I had debated on what I was going to do, a week long and then post, or just do daily. I think I'll just do daily. So If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.